woke up at 4:30 this morning. My heart was racing. I'm noticing that, I'm having some anxiety.
Did Blake Lively really uncover a smear campaign against her? Or is Justin Baldoni the victim of a Hollywood witch hunt? The truth is stranger than fiction, and it's about to come out in court. From mysterious text messages saying, "We can bury anyone," to surprise testimonies that could change everything, this case is full of twists and turns. We're breaking down the evidence, the allegations, and the shocking revelations that have both sides lawyering up. You won't want to miss a single detail of this Hollywood showdown. Ari Emanuel, the big cheese at WME, just stirred the pot in the Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni drama. And boy, is it spicy. This isn't just some Hollywood exec butting in. Emanuel's got a personal stake in this showdown. He's the guy who gave Baldoni the boot from WME, and now he's spilling all the tea. Emanuel's not pulling any punches. He's known Blake and Ryan for over a decade, painting them as Hollywood's golden couple. But when it comes to Baldoni, let's just say Emanuel's not sending him any Christmas cards this year. The WME boss is calling Baldoni and his team out, and he's not sugarcoating it. Emanuel's dropping bombs left and right, saying if the allegations are true, Baldoni and his crew are really bad people. Coming from a guy who's seen it all in Tinseltown, that's saying something. But wait, there's more. Emanuel's accusing Baldoni's team of using social media as a weapon against Lively. He claims they use social media in an evil way to go after her. In the age of Instagram and Twitter, that's like bringing a nuke to a knife fight. Emanuel's not just talking the talk, he's walking the walk. He's declared himself ride or die for Blake and Ryan. That's some serious loyalty in a town where alliances change faster than costume changes on a movie set. But here's where it gets interesting. Emanuel's basing his support on the fact that Blake and Ryan have never had bad press before. Really? In Hollywood? That's like saying a fish has never been wet. Is Emanuel conveniently forgetting about that time Blake got heat for her LA face with an Oakland booty Instagram post? Or when Ryan faced backlash for getting married at a former slave plantation? Seems like Emanuel might be wearing some rose-tinted glasses when it comes to his favorite couple. Now, let's talk about why Emanuel's words carry so much weight. This isn't just any suit. We're talking about the head honcho of one of the biggest talent agencies in the world. When he speaks, Hollywood listens. And right now, he's shouting from the rooftops that he believes Lively. But here's the million-dollar question. Why is Emanuel getting involved at all? Sure, he's got history with both sides, but this level of public mudslinging is rare for an agency exec. Is there more to this story than meets the eye? Could Emanuel have his own axe to grind with Baldoni? And let's not forget, Emanuel's not exactly known for being a wallflower. This is the guy who once sent a live scorpion to an agent who stole one of his clients. He's known for his aggressive tactics and fierce loyalty. So when he says he's ride or die for Blake and Ryan, you better believe he means business. But what about Baldoni's side of the story? So far, it's been crickets from his camp. Are they scrambling to put out this PR fire? Or are they gearing up for a counterattack that could turn this Hollywood drama into a full-blown war? One thing's for sure. With Emanuel throwing his weight behind Lively, this case just got a whole lot bigger. It's not just about two stars anymore. It's about power, loyalty, and the dark underbelly of Hollywood. And as the battle lines are drawn, one question remains. Who else will step into the ring? Just when we thought the Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni drama couldn't get any juicier, Hollywood decides to throw us another curveball. Remember Justin Baldoni, the golden boy of WME? Well, he's not so golden anymore. In fact, he's out, and the timing couldn't be more suspicious. It's December 21st, 2024. The holiday season is in full swing, but for Baldoni, it's anything but merry. On the very same day that Blake Lively's lawsuit against him hits the headlines, WME drops him like a hot potato. Coincidence? In Tinseltown, there's no such thing. Now, WME's spinning their own story. They're saying Ryan Reynolds, Blake's hubby, and Hollywood heavyweight didn't strong-arm them into giving Baldoni the boot. But let's be real. In this town, whispers carry more weight than shouts. And the whispers? They're telling a different tale. Baldoni's team isn't taking this lying down. They're pointing fingers at Reynolds, claiming he flexed his star power at the Deadpool and Wolverine premiere. But WME's not having it. They're firing back, saying Baldoni's rep wasn't even at that glitzy event. So who's telling the truth? In Hollywood, that's always the million-dollar question. This isn't just about one actor getting the axe. It's a peek behind the curtain at the power plays that make and break careers in the blink of an eye. One day you're on top, the next you're yesterday's news. And in Baldoni's case, that fall from grace happened faster than you can say, cut. But the drama doesn't stop there. Baldoni's lawyer, Brian Friedman, is throwing some serious shade at WME's head honcho, Ari Emanuel. Friedman's not pulling any punches, saying, "Justin hasn't been called Bologna since the 5th grade. Ouch. Looks like Emanuel's name-calling didn't go unnoticed, and Baldoni's team is ready to fight fire with fire. With Baldoni out of WME's star-studded roster, what's next for the actor? This lawsuit isn't just a legal battle, it's a career-defining moment. In Hollywood, reputation is everything. And right now, Baldoni's is hanging by a thread. One wrong move, and he could be joining the ranks of stars who've watched their careers crash and burn after high-profile agency splits. Remember Shia LaBeouf? When he parted ways with his agency, it wasn't just a business decision. It was the start of a very public downward spiral. Now, we're not saying Baldoni's headed for the same fate, but in this town, you're only as good as your last hit. And right now, Baldoni's biggest hit is the one he's taking to his reputation. The real reason behind Baldoni's sudden exit from WME is murkier than a noir film plot. We've got conflicting stories, finger-pointing, and enough drama to fuel a whole season of a soap opera. But here's the kicker. The truth could come out in court. And when it does, it might just turn Hollywood on its head. Hollywood's about to get a wake-up call, and it's coming straight from Blake Lively's legal team. They're not just digging for dirt. They're excavating 2.5 years of digital history. What skeletons will tumble out of these star-studded closets? Lively's lawyers are casting a net so wide, it's got half of Tinseltown squirming. From A-list celebs to billionaire moguls, no one's phone is safe. The subpoenas are flying faster than gossip at a Hollywood party, and they're not just after the usual suspects. AT&T, Verizon, T-Mobile, all the big players are getting served. But here's where it gets juicy. Lively's team isn't just after calls and texts. They want location data, too. Imagine the secrets that could spill if we knew who was meeting who and where. Late-night rendezvous at exclusive clubs, clandestine meetings in dimly lit parking garages. The possibilities are endless. Baldoni's lawyer is crying foul, calling this whole thing a fishing expedition. But Lively's team isn't backing down. They're convinced these records hold the key to cracking this case wide open. And let's be real, when lawyers start throwing around phrases like critical and irrefutable evidence, you know they've got something up their sleeves. Now, let's talk about the time frame. 2.5 years of records. That's a lot of data to sift through. Think about it. That's thousands of texts, countless phone calls, and who knows how many suspicious meetings. It's like trying to find a needle in a haystack. Except this haystack is made of celebrity secrets and Hollywood scandals. But it's not just about Baldoni. Lively's team is casting their net wide, going after records from producers, publicists, and even a billionaire studio co-founder. It's like they're trying to map out the entire Hollywood power structure. And let's not forget, they've already got some pretty damning evidence. Remember that text about trying to bury and destroy Lively? That might just be the tip of the iceberg. One name that keeps popping up is Jed Wallace, a crisis consultant who's found himself in the eye of this storm. Wallace is insisting he's innocent, but Lively's team isn't buying it. They're digging into his role in this alleged smear campaign, and something tells me they wouldn't be pushing this hard if they didn't think there was something to find. Now, here's where things get really interesting. All of this evidence, it's building up to what could be the trial of the decade in 2026. Imagine the scene. A courtroom packed with Hollywood elites, years of dirty laundry about to be aired. We could see shocking revelations that completely flip the script on everything we thought we knew about this feud. But here's the million-dollar question. Will they ever actually make it to court? With both sides digging in their heels, it's shaping up to be a long, messy fight. Lively's team is clearly prepared to go the distance, but Baldoni's camp isn't backing down either. It's like watching a high-stakes game of chicken, with reputations and careers on the line. The legal process of gathering all this evidence is no small feat. We're talking weeks, maybe even months of combing through data. Every text, every call log, every ping from a cell tower could be the piece that cracks this case wide open. It's like putting together a jigsaw puzzle, but the pieces are scattered across the digital landscape of Hollywood's elite. The Blake Lively versus Justin Baldoni saga isn't just a Hollywood spat. It's a potential game changer for Tinseltown's PR machine. This courtroom drama could rip the glitzy curtain wide open, exposing the seedy underbelly of crisis management in La La Land. Industry insiders are buzzing about the possible fallout, with some predicting a major shakeup in how stars and their teams handle scandals. But here's the real kicker. This case might just be the wake-up call Hollywood needs. We're talking stricter guidelines to protect actors and crew from on-set creeps. and a whole new level of accountability for the bigwigs. As the clock ticks down to the 2026 court date, everyone's wondering, will these A-listers settle behind closed doors? Or are we in for the trial of the century? One thing's for sure. In the land of make-believe, the truth is often wilder than any script. And folks, this Hollywood horror show is far from over.